Good evening and welcome to Good Making Stuff, where this is going to make a very, 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 very complicated puppet. And as you see, this is a lot of full body puppet motion thing going on here. And this is not very easy to do by holding the camera and operating a puppet at the same time. But anyway, I hope this will be a little bit unusual and very, very long video, but I hope you enjoy it. What you need is a bunch of stuff we don't have to keep track of, because this is taking about 3 months to make. 3 months of trial and error.
Yes, so due to this has gone on for so long, you see I have this snow sledding thing here and this pipe here, and we are going to drill to make a hole here, because the whole thing is going to be made up out of existing things. The point was this was going to be able to rotate the puppet head, but that didn't work. I did not film when I was making this puppet head, so there will probably be a separate video on that at some point in the future. Anyway, so now I'm just putting the sides back here on the body, because that will be the body part of it. And now I'm taking this side to make the side of it. It is very much the style of how they made the original Alien, but with less clay. But same, it's gonna be a bunch of stuff that already exists. This is a barrel side from a cut-off piece that is from very old I have. This is the spools from a 3D printer filaments that will be, the actual shoulder and hip joints of it. And now it actually functions like a little car. So you can see here now I can bend the leg here, and also this is you see the hinges is on the, so it will be bent on the side, and then they rotate up and down like that. Now here's the head, which I didn't film here, but you see it's put together with a bunch of 3D printed skeleton parts that I have put together with some filler between it, and it also have the back is for pulling the head up and down, the other is for making the jaw move up and down. So now we have a little bit of a, filling out the space for the neck here, so it looks like it has some flesh in the neck, which is good to have if you want to balance your head properly. And now I'm taking this little mat here to, make a little bit of interesting textures there on it. So you see, I need to have a little bit of a room for the head there to move up and down. So now I actually was first trying to put it up on top of it, but I instead chose to put it inside there. So just have a bolt there to hold the neck part together. I also attached it in the back also. And now we're taking pantyhose here to stretch it over, so the joint neck will be covered up and doesn't look like it is a separate part with joints and stuff like that are mechanical. So anyways, now I'm just peeling this back here, and this is part of the design in mind, that this aliens have very weird exoskeletons where you don't know where they end or start. So now we're gonna cut up a hole here in the back so I can actually operate the head separately. This is some joints I found that I could 3D print that fits into pipe. Very, very, very good indeed. If there are proper parts you can buy for this, I would very much like you to inform me where, because this is very practical, but they would be if they were made in a better material than 3D printed. So anyway, this is gonna be slider because I have to make double joints for the arms and the legs. And now you see I have actually made a very much, I did an earlier version of the hands, but it didn't work, so I took this things you pick up stuff with, and also have a string in the back so I can move the front of the fingers separately if I want to. So this is going to be one hand with these things joined together, which this pipe holder, usually there are pipes that hold the bathroom water pipes in the walls. So you see, now I have both fingers here, both hands going on here, the fingers isn't straight yet, but anyway. So now I'm going to put this vest on with this attachment for a pipe, so it actually can extend a bit in front of me, because I am going to be removed in post-production, or have a black suit on, so I will disappear in the darkness. So we're gonna lit the puppet and not me. Here is a better version of that. Vest is basically a motocross vest with a plastic sheet on, and the stuff is bolted on, and I also extra strap around me, so it will actually be tightly secured. Actually, it has to be quite long down your body, or else it will just tilt forward like the other temporary version did. So you see here now how the basic function of this will work, and you see you have a lot of motions with this thing. So you can dance and move around, which you do if you have a body that works. So now we see here we have the joints for the hand, and you see they're going to have this extension part here, so they will can move from side to side without scraping off any paint or anything. So you see now they are connected like that, and you see now we have the first test here with the very flexible joints here. They're gonna be stiffened up a little bit because there's a lot of tweaking with this thing, but you see this is how the things are all going to be attached to my feet, which we will see later. But you see now I'm just testing here what kind of movements I can do with this this creature here, because the creature is a bit smaller than me, because it's going to fit inside a person. It's the story of the creature anyway. So now I have actually put a little bit of effort to having this on a stand, so it will hold up a little bit better. And here is the first version of the foot, and it's gonna be attached to this slippers, so very cheap hotel slippers. And you see now I'm making the double joints here for the legs here. And now we're just gonna take a little bit of a first test here, which I just attached them, and realize that this doesn't really work. You have to actually extend the feet a little bit forward. But the principle of this works quite well, I must say. But then the question is, how will this look when it's lighted properly and I will be black and disappeared? I've seen some other people do this before, but let's try it out. So now I'm just putting some more, starting to make the actually flesh of the puppets here, so it will look like not a skeleton. So just cutting out different parts and putting them on and off here. There have been some versions before this, which I have cut away because this video has been, trial and error for 3 months. So now you see I'm just gonna have this pipe insulation, which I have rolled over there. It's gonna be covered a lot of the puppet with that. And now you see I'm gonna put the feet on this, so it will be extended forward, and my feet is gonna be there, the flipper. But I actually had to switch them around so that the rod is on my inside of my foot and not my outside like I have here, because it will look a little bit weird when he walks, but you will soon see that also. And I have also some cover here so it doesn't destroy the floor when I walk around. You see here, it looks like he has its knees bending inwards, so that's why I have to switch them around. But anyway, it does work quite well, I must say. We still have some more tweaking, but well, this is the first time I've done this, so I think the result is quite good. But anyway, it's gonna be a lot of I mentioned this a long time, but you have to tweak this many times. You're going to fail and you have to redone things. Now I'm going to put some more, detailed flesh part here of the hands. Also, see, I have some spoons there. And now I have drilled a hole here so I can actually cover up the back when the back of the creature will be not operated with me behind it. So making this hatch here out of this parts, which I think looks a bit interesting. Now I also make it a back ass there, because ass is just a very good thing to have. And some people said it is a some kind of cardinal sin in prop making to make this hexagon things into the spine, but if it works, it works, and well, you can actually, you know, make it look less like this jigsaw parts here by adding some other things to it, so it will look a little bit more interesting. Now I'm going to paint this with brown paint I mixed together, so it will not look like the aliens in Alien like 3 and 4, because they're quite brown, and then after that they started to make them, you know, silver and stuff like that. But it will be a good color for contrasting me against the creature itself when we are putting some light on it, even though it's going to be quite dark. So that's why we're going to highlight a lot of things with brown and grey and white paint also. So you see, I'm just dry brushing this, and then I had to take the sponge here and actually put some sponges on it, because it doesn't look really much like you have actually put a paintbrush on it. So you see also doing the grey details there also with the magical grey paint of greyness. So you see you actually have some little bit more definition to the different parts of them there. And now we're just gonna wipe some white paint on some parts here also to highlight them a little bit. That was a little bit too much too highlighted, so I had to go back and paint it over with brown paint again. So I'm gonna do the same principle on the whole body here. So now I actually have assembled the whole puppet here and painted it whole. And I hope you like this. This was a very complicated thing to do, but now you know how to make a full body motion puppet. And see you next time. Bye. See you next time. Bye.